Hello again. My name is still Luis Reina, and now that we have a common understanding of what is analytics, I'm going to talk about the different types of analytics. We have defined analytics as doing things with my data, transforming my data to get insight, to get knowledge, to be able to make better decisions and therefore to improve my business. Okay, knowing that we have this common definition of analytics, let's understand the types of analytics. We can divide analytics in three types. Descriptive, that is going to help me to understand what is happening today with my business, with my data. Predictive, second type, that will help me to predict the future, what will happen with my business. And there is a technique called machine learning that is related to this type of predictive analytics. And the last one, prescriptive. This analytic, even is less known, it's so important because it's going to help me to use my resources better, optimal. And the resources of my company can be anything, can be persons, can be a factory, can be the drivers, can be the capital, anything. How to optimize the use of my resources of my company. Let's see each of these three types. Descriptive. As I said, this describes what is happening today with my business or what had happened with my business. Okay, it's related to data visualization. Okay, we do reports, we do dashboards. Okay, to do descriptive analytics, and we can do very nice dashboard or report even with maps, no, that describe my data. So I'm able to understand better my data by doing this dashboard or reports. Is the most mature analytics. We have been doing this for a lot of years, and I can say that maybe most of the 90% of the today's analytic in companies is descriptive. Okay, it's true that in the last years this analytics has evolved to self-service, so we don't depend so much of IT, and the business user, the business analyst, can do their own reporting, their own dashboard without needing to go to IT. That's why we are open these analytics to be more self-service. And one of the solutions that we will understand much better later is IBM Cognos Analytics. It's a good solution for doing descriptive analytics within IBM. Second analytics, predictive. This will help me to predict what will happen in the future or to diagnose the future. For example, some examples of this machine learning technique is help me to predict if a customer that is coming to my bank office is gonna return me the credit so I can give it, okay? Or to predict if a customer from a telco company is gonna churn, or to diagnose if I see X-ray image, I can diagnose if a tumor is malignant or not, or to diagnose if my email is spam, or even to recommend a move. So there is a lot of applications for machine learning, and later we will understand how machine learning is implemented and what it is. I'm just defining, okay, the types of analytics, and we will get deeper in all of these three analytics later. Okay, but just to do a little introduction, we can define machine learning, that is the predictive analytic, as a part of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is the science that try the computer to act as human being. Of course, we're very far from there, but one of the branches of artificial intelligence is machine learning. Okay, that is helping to predict, as I said, the future. And so you know a little bit of history, so this presentation is not so bored. You have this guy here, okay, this guy here, you know, is playing chess, and his name checkers, and his name is Arthur Samuel. He's playing against IBM computer, IBM 701, okay, and he did an artificial intelligence system that was able to learn to play checkers. And he was the one that coined the term in 1959 of what machine learning was. And he defined machine learning as the ability of computers to learn without being explicitly programmed. Even this is the definition. It really doesn't make a lot of sense if you don't really know what machine learning is. So this definition will make sense when we learn what is machine learning. Then we will understand why Arthur said that. Okay, this ability of computers to learn without explicitly being programmed. This sounds a little bit like science fiction, but we will learn that this definition is good when we learn what is machine learning, and I will explain that later. So we have these three types of analytics: descriptive, predictive and prescriptive, and the last one, prescriptive, I'm going to explain a little bit, is how to use my resources of the company in a better way. And my resources can be capital, people, equipment, anything, okay? And this use part of the mathematical operational research that is going to help me to create models that will determine how should I use the resource in a better way. And to put you an example, imagine you have this data from 10 customer, and is these 3 columns, campaign A, campaign B, and campaign C, is the propensity of a customer. If I apply a marketing campaign A to a customer 1, this is the propensity of the customer buying the product. So if I want to know what campaign do I apply to every customer, I can choose the one with highest propensity. So for customer 1, I can choose the campaign A because it has 70 versus campaign B 60 or campaign C 60. So I could choose the highest one. But I have a lot of restriction. I have rules that I have to apply. So imagine I can only apply, because of whatever cost restriction, each campaign 3 times. Okay, so this is and another restriction is 1 campaign for each client. I can only apply a campaign for each customer. Okay, so my objective is to maximize the total propensity, to get to choose the campaign for each customer, knowing that I can only apply 3 times each campaign, that maximize the propensity. So if I do this with prescriptive analytics, it's going to tell me choose this. Okay, if you see that if I sum this propensity, is going to give me 760. This is the maximum amount of propensity, and it didn't choose the campaign A 70 for the customer 1, or it didn't choose, for example, for customer 6 the propensity 150. Okay, because I have a restriction that only a campaign can be chosen 3 times. Okay, and this is a very simple problem. I could have done it probably without doing a prescriptive analytic, but if I have millions of customers and I have dozens of campaigns and I have a lot of additional restriction, the problem is very complex. This is why I need, for this kind of problems, prescriptive analytic that's going to help me to give me the better use of my resources. And this is an example, and as I said, this is applied in every industry. Okay, I can do it in communication, distribution, financial, any sector can have a use case where prescriptive analytics fits. And as I say, it's very important because it can help me to reduce the cost a lot. Okay, and there is a lot of cases that we will learn. Okay, just a summary. We learn what is analytics as doing things with the data, anything I do with the data to get knowledge, to get insights, to take better decision. And then we have the 3 types of analytics: descriptive, what is happening today; predictive, to predict the future, what will happen in the future related to machine learning concept; and prescriptive, how to use my research better in an optimal way. Now you can go to see each of these types of analytics in a much detailed way in the following videos. Thank you.